and a heartfelt welcome to the 105th solo episode. I'm Esther Buerki, the passionate author of Living Without Fear, a book that has touched many lives, and the co-creator of the Amazon bestseller Inspired Journeys. If you're here to explore new possibilities and find inspiration, you're absolutely in the right place. And if today's episode resonates with you or someone you know, please share it. Let's spread the message of hope together. Subscribe to my newsletter, join me on YouTube, and I'm so grateful if you leave a review or sprinkle some stars. Your support means the world to me, and I'm deeply thankful for each of you. And today, I'd love to talk about health. Why did I choose this topic today? Because my 90-year-old father has a lot of pain and health issues at the moment, and his state is such an unpleasant reminder of how important our health is. During weeks and months last year, until my mom's death about a month ago, he took care of her. When they still lived at home in the big house where I grew up, he did everything for her so that she could still live in the familiar surrounding. And his biggest wish was that she could die in this house. But this wasn't possible because she needed so much care at the end, because she fell down a second time and broke her other leg. And when they were both in the elderly home, my dad sat at her side during weeks for hours and hours and held her hand and tried to talk to her and to make her want to live longer. But she wanted to leave this world. She was too much in pain because of her health issues. As soon as she had gone, my dad's health issues started. It looked like as if he was there for my mom, and now he has no one to take care of, and he has no other goal in life. His health deteriorates, and it is so painful to see for me. And it shows to me so clearly that without a healthy body, we are so lost. Even if we have enough money to organize the best healthcare and the best doctors, our existence is so painful. How about you? How much attention do you give to your health? How often do you prioritize your health? Have you set your health as the number one goal in life? I admit I haven't in the past. I needed to go through this heartbreaking experience to see my mom and now my dad suffer so much. In the past, I was focused on my outer life, my work, my goals in life. And I know that I was in best company with many others. So if you do the same, don't blame yourself now, because we were taught those things and we didn't learn to make a conscious decision about prioritizing our health. But it is never too late to start with it today. Never. If you aren't convinced about this, listen to some earlier episodes of this podcast, because I often talk about our chance to start now. It doesn't matter what topic you're thinking of. If it's about your work, your relationships, your mindset, or your big dream, it's never too late to change. Change can happen today. So, ask yourself today, what can I do to take better care of myself, of my physical and emotional health? And be aware it always starts with small steps, baby steps. We didn't learn to walk in one day. We took baby steps, and we didn't blame ourselves back then for not doing better. We accepted our falling down hundreds of times before we started walking. We didn't tell ourselves back then, "What a failure am I? I can't even learn to walk in a few days or in a week. I need so much time. I give up. I will never learn it properly. I will continue crawling." No, we stood up, we tried again, and we fall down again. As adults, we often forget about this process. We always think things has to be achieved fast. So, what are the tiny steps you can do today to put your health more into focus? Can you go for a walk? Just 15 or 30 minutes a day. Or can you do some exercises to strengthen your muscles at home? You don't need a gym membership to get healthier. If you need some ideas, ask Google or ChatGPT to give you some functional strength training exercises without machines, weights, or tools. Choose a few exercises and do them 5 minutes a day. Or how about cooking yourself your meals instead of buying it at the store? If you cannot do it all the time, just start with 1 day per week. And how about your emotional well-being? Do you give yourself time to look inward, to meditate, to journal, to reflect on your day? Do you take your emotions seriously? Or do you blame yourself for being so emotional? That was me in the past. I didn't listen to myself. I believed the others were right, and I didn't trust my inner voice. And then I had to deal with so many emotions because, for example, I felt disappointed about someone, I was angry about something, or I felt frustrated because the things didn't turn out the way I had imagined them. Does this resonate with you? I know it isn't always easy to find time in our busy daily schedules, but believe me, since I meditate and practice self-awareness during the whole day, I am much more productive. Why? When I do something, I can fully focus on it. I'm not distracted by some various emotions. I do not think anymore about the challenges I have with my children or my family. I let them there when I sat still and reflected on my life. Do you follow? Your mental hygiene is so important. Years ago, I went to therapy once a week, and I was convinced that this was enough to clear my mind and my emotions. Of course, it helped a lot. I am very grateful for all my therapy sessions and all the work I've done with my wonderful therapists. But what I haven't discovered yet back then was that I needed to work on myself every day and every hour if I wanted to be in a beautiful state. It wouldn't help if I learned with my therapist in an hour to be kind to myself, to talk to myself in a positive manner. Once at home or at work, I continued blaming myself for not being good enough or talking to myself most of the time in a negative manner. Do you see what I mean? And believe me, it took me so many decades to start loving myself and to be a positive mother and father to my inner child. And I haven't stopped doing the work because sometimes there are triggers. Listen, for example, to my last episode, the 104th episode. And I start feeling anger, or I feel I'm not worthy of love and respect. In those moments, it is so important to listen to myself, to become aware of what is going on instead of acting out all negative emotions. So, to summarize in 3 steps what I wanted to tell you about your health today. First, move your body if you can every day. Get strong even if you are 50 or 60 plus. It is never too late to start. Second step, fuel your body with healthy food. Follow any diet. It doesn't matter which one, but follow one and prepare yourself as much meals as you can and stop eating junk food. Third step, listen to your inner world. Get aware of your emotions. Take them seriously and practice self-awareness during your whole day. And if you need help with those topics, let me know. I'm here for you and I will guide you. Also, if this episode touched you, I'd love to hear from you. You can share your thoughts on Instagram, YouTube, or per email. Thank you, dear listener, for spending your precious time with me. You're amazing, and you're a gift to everyone who crosses your path. If no one has told you this today, let me say it again. You're worthy, you are loved, and you matter. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you next week.